A side hustle is an excellent way to bring in extra cash alongside your day job. You can use it to supplement income, and eventually, a side hustle can become way more than that, paving the way to a full time business. I'm Priyanka Prakash, business expert and senior staff writer at Fundera. Today, I'm not going to be talking about the usual side hustle ideas like being a rideshare driver or an Airbnb host. I'm going to dig deeper than that and cover ideas from real side hustlers who are making as much as $10,000 in extra income per month. Let's get started with side hustle number one, teaching a skill. Chances are that if you have a skill, other people can benefit from learning it. For a side hustle, you can tutor students in English, teach swimming to kids, teach people how to play a musical instrument, and the list really goes on. You can advertise teaching services throughout local neighborhood groups and by word of mouth. You can also post flyers in local cafes and retail shops to get the word out. Bree Bell from Toronto, Canada told us that she makes $200 to $300 extra per month teaching mermaid swim classes to kids on the weekends, and that's really a thing. Christina Corniel from New York City teaches online English classes to students in China. She brings in an extra $7 to $9 for every 25-minute class that she teaches on VIP Kid. Assuming you set aside some time on the weekend to host a dozen classes, that's $100 extra in income per month. Side hustle idea number two is blog affiliate marketing. Do you already have a blog that gets a decent amount of traffic? You could turn it into a revenue generating machine by doing affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is a way to make money when visitors to your site click links to companies that you've partnered with. For example, Scott Perry runs a blog about baseball and softball catchers equipment called Catcher's Home. When readers click off to Amazon or other partner sites to purchase the catching equipment, Perry gets a small cut. During the height of baseball season, he makes nearly $1,000 a month with this side hustle. Pretty good. Side hustle number three is household tasks. If you like fixing things up around your own home, you might have a good side hustle on your hands. People with busy work schedules or large families and older people will pay money to have you complete tasks around their home. These could be simple tasks like painting a room or cleaning the kitchen, or a larger task like installing a deck or installing floor tile. You can advertise this side hustle through neighborhood groups or through platforms like TaskRabbit. Side hustle number four is house flipping. Now, a lot of people are familiar with the idea of house flipping, which is to buy a fixer-upper or distressed property, renovate it, and sell it for a profit. But many people overlook this as a side hustle because they don't think they have enough money to flip houses. Well, you might actually need less money than you think. There are parts of the country where the median price of a home is well under $100,000, which would require a down payment of less than $20,000. To flip houses, you can also partner with a team so that each individual person invests less money in a piece of property. Adam Mitchell from Dallas, Texas flips houses by night while working his sales job by day. He makes about $100,000 to $120,000 annually from this side hustle. Check out our video on house flipping for more tips. Side hustle idea number five is website flipping. You've probably heard of house flipping, but what about website flipping? As you might guess, this involves buying websites, growing them, and selling them for a profit. You can buy a domain name that isn't too costly, add blog content to that site, and utilize affiliate marketing to build up a revenue stream for the site. Finally, once you've built up that revenue stream, you would sell the website on platforms like Empire Flippers. Jen Leach from Houston, Texas, runs the website Jen Leach School and has taught over 700 people how to flip websites. She says you don't need technical skills to make this a lucrative side hustle. Jen brings in $30,000 to $50,000 per year with this side gig. Side hustle idea number six is app creation. If you have technical skills, then you're probably better positioned than anyone else to start a lucrative side hustle. You can create smartphone apps that fill a customer need and bring in a decent chunk of change each month. For example, if you're in the medical field, you might have an app for an idea that lets people better manage their healthcare. Or if you work in fashion, you might have an idea for an app that helps people organize their closet better. Whatever your idea, it's probably possible to turn into an app of some sort. And if you don't have the technical chops yourself, Don't count out this side hustle. You can find developers to help you on freelance sites like Fiverr. On the same sites, you can find designers to make your app look beautiful. Just make sure you spend time testing the app before publishing it to the App Store and releasing it to customers. Now, to make money from your app, you can charge a download fee, use paid advertising, or charge a subscription. You can also create what's called a freemium app, where premier features require payment. Side hustle idea number 7 is social influencer slash brand ambassador. If you have a sizable social following, then you can translate that into a lucrative side hustle. Brands pay a lot of money for people to recommend their products to friends. Can Atam is a professional photographer who has teamed up with brands around the world such as Nike. He makes money from the brands by photographing models wearing their gear and posting them on Instagram and other social sites. Can's side hustle brings him somewhere between $10,000 to $15,000 per year in extra income. You can also do this on a smaller scale by posting sponsored social media posts and by reviewing products on YouTube and your blog. For this side hustle, it can also be a good idea to join influencer communities such as influence.co and Tribe, which businesses and brands use to find influencers. These are 7 side hustles that you might not be very familiar with, but they can bring in a lot of revenue. According to Bankrate, nearly half of Americans have a side hustle. And whether you need a side hustle to make ends meet or just want to boost your income, one of these 7 ideas could be a winner. Learn more about business ideas at fundera.com. You can also visit youtube.com/funderaloans or subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thanks for watching, everyone.